Hey guys, and welcome to 9.9 Comics with Chris and Kyle. I am Kyle. Chris cannot make it today. He is a little under the weather, so I will be doing it and taking the place as both of us. I will be Crick Kyle. Anyway, I will start off, of course, because I'm the only one here today. I'm just so used to Chris. Oh, by the way, these are comics for October 24th, 2018. Starting out, we are going to get into Marvel Comics with X-Men Black Juggernaut. Number 1, written by Robbie Thompson and various other writers, art by Sean Crystal, and cover art by J. Scott Campbell. Nothing can stop the Juggernaut, until now. What has finally stopped Kane Marco in his tracks? You'll have to see to believe, but we can promise you it's gonna involve nothing but punching for the Juggernaut. Plus, Part 4 of X-Men Black Apocalypse. So this is a X-Men Black Apocalypse tie-in. It is back order, out of stock, so it's doing well for Marvel, and that's that. Moving on to What If Thor number 1, also out of Marvel Comics. This one's really interesting, guys. You're gonna see me reading this one. Written by Ethan Sachs, art by Michelle Bandini, and cover art by Marco Cecchetto. When young Thor's father falls into the King of Giants, his life is forever changed. He's ripped from Asgard to be raised in a world of persistent weather, learning the brutal way of life in Jotunheim. But what happens when the runt of the giants, Loki, is under the shadow of his new stepbrother? So that's right, it's going to be basically Loki and Thor switched places, where, of course, Thor is now the adopted orphan. And this is also back order, out of stock, so it's doing well for Marvel. And I mean, look at that Virgin cover there. That thing's pretty sick. Moving on, we have also out of Marvel, SPIDER-GWEN, Go Spider number 1. And specifically, we're after the Art Germ cover as always for this series. Art Germ's awesome, but also it's a tie-in for SPIDER-GEDDON, written by Seanan McGuire, art by Rosie Campe, and cover art by Art Germ. What? You thought you were done with the Gwen Stacy after the first 2 landmark volumes of her series? Get out of here! It's a whole new spin on Gwen and her world of Earth 65, brought to you by none other than Seanan McGuire and Rosie Campe. We pick up with Gwen right where we left her, fighting crime through her home reality, unaware that it sits in the precipice of interdimensional calamity. Someone's gonna be late to band practice, ... So, and this is also back order and out of stock. Marvel making some money this week. And also out of Marvel, Black Panther vs. Deadpool, number 1 of 5. So this is written by Daniel Kibblesmith and art by Ricardo Lopez Ortiz, and cover art by Ryan Benjamin. Vibranium bullets and regrowing limbs. Everything you want from a comic is here. Deadpool's teamed up with taken down or taken a beating from just about every hero in the Marvel Universe. And no way is the Black Panther going to miss out on his turn. From late show writer Daniel Kibblesmith comes a hilarious romp through Wakanda as Deadpool goes on the hunt for the world's most valuable resource, vibranium. When a beloved figure of the Marvel Universe becomes collateral damage in a fight between Deadpool and the Wrecker, the heroic Deadpool sets out to obtain a fragment of vibranium that could save save the victim's life. But his unconventional methods, ranging from poaching to dismemberment, don't sit well with the King of Wakanda, and Deadpool's about to learn that you don't bring a sword to a claw fight. So there's that. This isn't as ordered as the others, but it is pretty cool versus Deadpool. And then moving on, we have a short run of Marvel called Spider-Girls number 1. This is out of 3, written by Jody Hauser and art by Andre Genolet, and cover art by Yasmin Putri. A Spider-Geddon tie-in. Mayday Parker, the original Spider-Girl, Anya Corazon, the Prime Universe Spider-Girl, and Annie Mae Parker, aka Spiderling, together for the first time. May will do anything to protect her brother from the Inheritors, and Anya's knowledge of the mystical spider totems could save the day. But how does Annie fit in? And what chance do the 3 girls have against ageless universal forces? Rated T for teen. And this isn't as sold out as the others, but again, it's a short run and it's written by Jody Hauser. That's a big deal. Jody Hauser's an awesome writer. And then finally, out of Marvel Comics, we have Infinity Wars, Arachnite, #1 of 2. And that's right, from that picture you can totally see, yes, that is Moon Knight combined with Spider-Man. Chosen as the avatar of the Spider Totem, Peter Parker is the Dark Guardian of Destiny doing the bidding of the Great Weaver of Fate, a role that has shattered his mind into multiple personas, a tech genius, a photographer, and a teacher. So he's gonna be crazy like the Moon Knight, yes! Anyway, this is written by Max Bemis and art by Ale Garza and cover art by Humberto Ramos. So I'm really looking forward to this one, guys. Alright, moving into DC Comics, we have Books of Magic #1. This is, of course, part of the new Sandman universe that's happening. Written by Kat Howard, art by Tom Fowler, and cover art by Kai Carpenter. From the Sandman universe #1, it's the return of Neil Gaiman's magical morality fable in an all-new series written by Kat Howard, From Roses and Rot and the Unkindness of Magicians, and drawn by Tom Fowler from Doom Patrol. Timothy Hunter may be the destined Timothy Hunter may be destined to become, okay, there's no space there, the most powerful magician in the universe, but he's still a London teenager, and having magical abilities complicates things more than it helps. It's not like he can use magic to pass his exams, stop being bullied, or convince his cute friend to date him. And while Tim's trying to live his life, there are cultists who want to kill him, believing his power will eventually corrupt him into becoming a merciless mage. Oh, and those are the good guys. Luckily, his new substitute teacher is more than she appears, and may be able to help Tim discover the mystery behind the Books of Magic. This is a Diamond Gem of the Month. It is part of the Sandman series, started by Neil Gaiman, and it should be pretty good. Moving on, out of Dark Horse Comics, we have Whispering Dark #1, written by Christopher Immergard, and art and cover art by Thomas Ayra. An army pilot confronts a supernatural horror in this thriller in the tradition of Lovecraft's At the Mountains of Madness and Coppola's Apocalypse Now. Hannah Vance believed her faith in God could survive anything, but when her helicopter is shot down behind enemy lines, she will have to fight and kill on an ever more savage battlefield, desperate for a way home. On the horizon, an evil waits for her and freedom of a sort. Umgard was a writer on Battlefield 1 and Star Wars Battlefront 2, so he's got some backing there. And Ira was an artist on War Stories and Night of the Living Dead Aftermath. And this is also a Diamond Gem of the Month, so it's got some backing there. Moving on, out of Dynamite Entertainment, we have Army of Darkness, Halloween Special One-Shot. So it's that time of year, guys. And writer Chad Bowers and various other writers, and art by Eon Marin and Anthony Marquez, and cover art by Riley Brown. When a crazed tour guide raises the spectral remains of the galleon that brought the Necronomicon to America, Ash finally meets the one thing that he hates more than the dice: ghost pirates. It's chainsaws and boomsticks against cutlasses and muskets. And if Blackbeard's men can't heave their treasure, the promised one's head will have to do. That's right, Blackbeard's gonna be in this. So this looks pretty interesting. It's a little different enemy for Ash, but I guess it should do pretty well. And it's a Halloween special, so it's a good time of year to read it. And it is a one-shot, so it's gonna be the only book out. And that's really it for that one, which brings us to the 9.9 no-brainer! Me, apparently. And this is coming out of Aftershock Comics. This comic is going to be called Dead Kings #1. This is written by Steve Orlando, the ever-famous Steve Orlando, and art by Matthew Dow Smith, and cover art by Michael Gatiss. Sasha Vestinov left Thrice 9, the dirty folklore world that limps along the wreckage of a techno-magic war 30 years ago and never looked back. But word that the secret police have sent his brother Gina to work a camp for the socially degenerate drags him back, with a promise to free Gina and return him to their mother before her 50th birthday. The only problem, Sasha's isn't a fraction of the tough guy he tries to be, so if he's going to break back into Thrice 9, he'll need help. Sasha's only hope is Maria Kamenaya, a former technomagic warrior with hundreds of enemy kills to her name, betrayed by the country that made her when her honor conflicted with their agenda. Thrice 9 took Sasha's brother, and it took Maria's heart. This quest is how they get both of those things back in the steaming, lawless land of decapitated states, the land of dead kings. So there's a lot here, guys. So the reasons why this is a no-brainer: it's a featured item. There's that. Written by Steve Orlando, an already established writer, and also there's a lot there, guys. There's this secret police we've never heard of, this Thrice 9 place we've never heard of. There's obviously a built world back there, just like many other comics before it, like 7 to Eternity it just issue 1. There was a whole world there that you just never knew before, but by page 2 you were already like, okay, yeah, I'm in there, I'm there. And this book, like, it seems like it could be along those lines. There's a lot of backstory already embedded into this, so it won't be just like throwing stuff randomly into, oh yeah, by the way, this is happening. So there's that, and it's a #1 out of Aftershock Comics. We previously said we've not got a bad comic out of Aftershock Comics, and that gives me high hopes for this. And it's Steve Orlando. So with those things, we can definitely say that this is gonna make some moves and be today's 9.9 no-brainer. And moving on, we have the honorable mentions. Today's honorable mentions are Amazing Spider-Man #8 for the Battle Lines variant, Batgirl #28 for the Middleton variant. It's really cool. It's Batgirl on a laptop, and it's really photorealistic. Xenober #5, which Xenober is awesome. Every comic that has come out for Xenober, every issue is you can't really find it at cover price online. You're always going to be overpaying for it. It's highly collectible. SPIDER-GEDDON #2, Moon Knight #200, the Finch variant, Return of Wolverine #2, X-Men Red #9, the Battle Lines variant again, Mars Attacks #1, that's right, and Die #4. And then finally, Batman Rings of Fear #3. So that is really it for today, guys. Thank you for sticking with just me today. Unfortunately, I know it's a lot better when we have Chris here, because we can mess around and be cool guys. But we gotta get your comics out. It's not about us. It's about you. It's about your comics. It's about your collection. So always gotta get these videos out. So thanks again for sticking around. Remember to like and subscribe and comment, and thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for being so loyal. Oh my god.